makes this market so interesting is that we did some math and we find it at 600 billion in size in 2026. But a lot of that market is actually still fragmented and private. So what we're seeing is that there's actually a lot of room for consolidation there. We've already started to see some of that. So you had Viper buying Sitio, two big mineral royalty guys, for $4 billion. That happened a couple months ago. It actually just closed yesterday, and we're thinking that that's going to spur a new wave of M&A consolidation. You'll probably see more deals like that going forward. The real tailwinds, though, that we point to in the report is the Fed. So, there's been a lot of talk about what the Fed is going to do, particularly this week, if they're going to cut, what those cuts might look like. We worked with the economics team. We landed on that the policy rate is going to be under 3% in 2026. And what that's going to do is it's going to make these mineral royalty guys' yields come relatively attractive as compared to Treasury and bonds. So I mentioned, you're not incurring capital expenses, you're not incurring drilling costs. So a lot of that production revenue actually flows back to shareholders. So you're posting, attractive yields of say 8 to 11%, some guys even more than that. You combine that with the fact that there's nearly 7 trillion in dry powder right now. That's a record high. When treasuries and bonds start to fall, you can imagine that a lot of that dry powder is going to get activated. And if royalty markets can collect even some of that reallocated capital, they're in a pretty good position. So really, we're painting the picture here of, you got the $600 billion market. It's coming at a moment where you got a lot of consolidation that's yet to come in a, lower rate regime. So we're hoping it's going to push it into the limelight in late 25, 26.
What's the easiest way for a public market investor to gain access to this thesis? Are there listed names, ETFs, or do you have to be a sort of private capital player to really leverage what you and Vince were exploring here?